Before we dive into this epic sci-fi tale, let us know in the comments, where in the galaxy are you watching from? What time is it there? And if you're one of those who believe humans are just another primitive species, well, this story might change your mind. Now hit like, subscribe, and let's get into it. The Galactic Census Archive had long considered itself the most complete library of life across the known universe. Its towering data obelisks stored the genetic codes, socio-political histories, and behavioral profiles of over 80,000 known intelligent species. The Sentience Cataloging Directorate had a prideful motto: "Nothing surprises us." But one day, the surprise came to them, wrapped in flesh, steel, and rage. Counselor Ixthari, a feathered theologian of the peaceful Zaruan Alliance, peered down at the dossier that had just arrived from the Eshkir border. The front page was stamped in red: First Contact Event, Emergency Status. That alone was odd. The Eshkir were among the most technologically secure species in the quadrant. They didn't send out emergency reports lightly. The document was short, a video, one that began with shaky footage from a helmet cam, presumably of a fallen Eshkir soldier. The recording showed dust, fire, and a figure walking through a burning valley, alone, armored, human. Ixthari's feathers twitched. She froze the video, zoomed in, and stared into the figure's eyes through the blood-splattered visor. There was no panic, no fear, just intensity, calm, calculated purpose. The footage resumed. Eshkir troops fired. Plasma bolts screamed through the air. The human ran directly into the crossfire, dodging, rolling, hurling what looked like a primitive fragmentation grenade. The blast threw 4 enemies into the air like ragdolls. The human didn't flinch. He raised what appeared to be a projectile-based weapon, how archaic, and fired. Each shot, a death sentence. Precise, unforgiving. The Eshkir squad fell, 1 human, 9 Eshkir dead. Ixthari turned to her assistant. "This is not possible. We must summon the council." Within hours, the great chamber filled with species from across the galaxy. Amphibians, insectoids, silicate-based life forms. They gathered in solemn silence as the footage played again and again. Whispers filled the room. Was this a military unit? No, just one. A scavenger, they say. That's not scavenging. That's conquest. A diplomat from the Vasari Empire, known for their brutal warrior culture, leaned forward. "How long have the humans been spacefaring?" "Barely a century," replied a representative from the Observational Guild. The Vasari laughed. "Impossible. You're telling me they reached this level of efficiency in just 100 cycles?" A deep voice responded from the back. "They did more than that," came a gravelly tone. All heads turned. Ambassador Goran, of the Krog Dominion, a warlike species who once laid siege to 3 sectors simultaneously, stepped forward. "We engaged humanity once," he said. "Just once. And we still bear the scars." The chamber fell silent. It was a misunderstanding. Goran continued. "A skirmish over mining rights on asteroid field V9X. We underestimated them. Our ships were larger. Our weapons, more advanced. But he paused. They used debris, asteroid slingshot tactics, suicide drones, remote hacking. They crippled our fleet with garbage and code." Counselor Telvok, a crystalline intelligence from Sector 9, vibrated nervously. "How did the humans develop such tactics?" "They think in ways we don't," Goran replied. "Every species here evolved to avoid pain. Humans evolved to endure it." Gasps echoed across the chamber. Telvok recalibrated his projection. "That contradicts fundamental galactic psychology." "No," Goran said. "It redefines it." Ixthari leaned forward. "I propose a formal analysis. We must understand the depth of this ferocity." The motion passed. What followed was a deep dive into humanity's history, their wars, their disasters, their stories. The Battle of Thermopylae, 100 warriors holding off thousands. The Siege of Leningrad, civilians eating wallpaper glue to survive a 2-year blockade. The samurai, who committed ritual suicide to preserve honor. The nuclear age, Weapons capable of ending all life, built, stored, and never used, out of sheer deterrence. One entry silenced the chamber. Apollo 13. A space mission gone wrong. 3 humans stranded between worlds. Limited oxygen. Failing systems. They fixed it, using duct tape and manual calculations. Counselor Drex, a logic-based organism, sputtered. This is absurd. They improvisationally engineered their survival. Yes, came the answer from a Terran sociologist who'd been invited for testimony. And that's the secret. Humans adapt, no matter the odds, no matter the damage. They will find a way, but they're so fragile, Drex argued. Soft tissue, inefficient lungs, limited lifespan. They are, the sociologist replied. But it doesn't matter. Their minds compensate. Their emotions drive them. Love, rage, loyalty. These things push them beyond limits. A Lotha drone chimed in. What drives this ferocity? The sociologist answered. They believe in meaning, even when none exists. Silence again. Ixthari looked down at her notes. Then they are the most dangerous species we have ever encountered. No, said Goran. They are the most unpredictable. That makes them worse. The chamber murmured. Then came another transmission. Footage. Live. A border colony, once under Eshkir control, now liberated. By humans. The human commander walked among the ruins. Alien civilians, formerly enemies, ran to him, begging for food, safety. He paused, and ordered his troops to set up triage stations. He gave them medical aid. He gave them water. He gave them protection. Ixthari's feathers fluttered. They show mercy. Yes, said the sociologist. But not always. That's the part that terrifies even us. The footage shifted again. A human special ops team rescuing alien children from slavers. A mother weeping in a language the translator didn't recognize, but still understood. The human handed her the child, smiled, and walked away into the shadows. Counselor Telvok trembled. So they can be kind. Yes, said the sociologist. But kindness, from them is a choice, not a default. Ixthari finally stood. Then we must decide, not just how to treat them, but whether to fear them. Chancellor Alaran's ancient voice rose. We fear the void. We fear entropy. We fear extinction, he said. Now we fear humanity. But the Terran sociologist raised her hand. Don't fear them, she said. Respect them. Understand them. Partner with them. And if we don't, Drex asked. She paused. Then pray you never see a human with nothing left to lose. No one spoke. The meeting adjourned. In the weeks that followed, new treaties formed. Some alliances strengthened. Some species pulled back in caution. But across the stars, one truth echoed louder than ever before. The galaxy's most ferocious species was not the one with claws, venom, or exoskeletons. It was the one with scars and stories.